Your fast shafts lineup for heat race number 7 will have Riley Osentowski, the 38 from Columbus, Nebraska, on the inside of the first row. On the outside from Waukee, that is Gage Hilgenberg in the 4.
Then we'll go to row number 2 to the inside. It's going to be Charlie Stevens, the 81 from Algona, and Trent Brink out of Bussey, Iowa, the 84B.
Ryan King out of Colo on the inside of the third row, the 57K. On the outside, Mike Smith, the 22X out of Lake City, starting 6th.
Final 3 starters going to be David Schwartz out of Greenfield, Iowa, the 57S. Jocelyn Elmquist, the 18 from Boone, and Matt Holrich out of Good Thunder, Minnesota, in the 49. Good Thunder, what a name. What a name. What a name of a town. Good Thunder.
Better than Bad Thunder, I guess.
Yeah. So, getting ready to go to the green flag.
Well, hey, at least we hand I'm kidding when I say this. At least we hand bottles of water before we say, hey, you know what? You've been docked 2 spots because the wheelbase is off.
Yeah. We docked you 2 spots, but here's a bottle of water. Thanks for participating. Here we go. Looking for the green flag off at turn number 4. Green is up. Performance Bodies and Parts welcomes you back to a Facebook Live look-in from the 34th running of the Harris Clash. And speaking of 3 and 4, they were 3 and almost 4 wide off at turn number 2 that time, Chad. Look at Mike Smith, the rookie out of Lake City, Iowa, looking for the race lead down the front straightaway.
The Brand X Race Cars 22 chatted with Jordan Grabowski for a moment before tonight's race. He said, I just wanted to build that kid a car that he was comfortable in. And guess what? Comfortable right out of the gate in the 22, right around the outside. Mike Smith, your new leader, so we head to turns 1 and 2.
Well, that didn't take long. Down the back straightaway they'll go. It's going to be the 22 of Mike Smith, your race leader. Working on down the front straightaway. Now it's going to be Mike Smith, the 38 of Osentowski, followed by Stevens and Hilgenberg. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, Jocelyn Elmquist, a little bit of a spin cycle. She'll do the do-si-do and turn it straight as we hurry down the back straightaway.
Still under the green flag, Mike Smith, the 22, the Kasuth County Fair Race winner in your Northern Sport Mods. Won Thursday ago, winning the 6-foot-tall trophy up at Algona. Charlie Stevens, another Algona racer, trying to keep Hilgenberg and that 57, the 57K of King. Behind him, Osentowski hanging on to that second spot. But Jerry, boy, Mike Smith in command of this one as we head to the back straightaway.
They'll hurry on down the back straightaway. Still going to be, hang on, Ryan King a little crossed up over there. He'll get straight and right and going as they hurry on down the front straightaway. Going to be that 22 of Mike Smith. As you said, Chad, leading this one in grand fashion. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4 this time. White flag will come and be issued. There'll be 1 lap to go. Mike Smith, your race leader.
Mike Smith, a multi-time winner in the Salute to Veterans Tour and an IMCA Hobby Stock. Well in command of this one. Almost 2 seconds at the stripe. That last time, Osentowski going to knock down second the way it looks. Charlie Stevens strong here tonight as well in the 81. That is first, second, and third here on the front straightaway. And Gage Hilgenberg will complete the top 4 here in heat race number 7.
There you have it. Getting ready for heat race number 8 now. Driving the 14J out of Logansport. Going to be Jonathan Logue. And in the old freight teen machine, it's Nate Friesen out of Indianola.
Row number 2 out of Brandon, South Dakota, the 5. That is Jared Nitro. On the outside is Camden Vincent, the 74 out of Nevada.
Then we're going to go to row number 3 to the inside. That will be the 7M of Stan Mayer out of Frobisher, Saskatchewan, Canada. And the 8A is Austin Kemp from Vinton, Iowa.
Final 2 starters here in the 4th row from Colorado Springs, Colorado. Danny Consom on the 4D and Tyler Nared from Dorchester, Nebraska, the 5T.
There you go. 8th and final heat race here. Good-looking fans there watching here in the grandstands. Great to have you tuned on in. Little Performance Bodies live look in here. We'll give you, I think we're going to give you last 2 Sport Mod and first 2 mods. And then that is it for the, I believe, free stuff tonight, Chad, from Performance Bodies and Parts.
That's it?
That's it.
What? I can't watch for free all night?
Nope. As much as Performance Bodies and Parts like to pay for the whole night, they can't.
Well, head to IMCA.tv to check in here for the rest of the night as the 14J of Jonathan Logue quickly out into the top spot.
And troubles.
Yeah, we got some problems, and I think we have two cars sitting there, the 8K, or 8A, excuse me.
Austin Kemp down there.
Yes.
Camden Vincent gets going, and the Velocito wheeling caution lights are on. And Austin Kemp sitting down there, dropped the window net, said, I'm done, just come get me. There goes Perry. He's going to head on over and get him.
How many entries did you say there were for Super Nationals?
883 right now. I got scolded because it was 881, and then I didn't look at my latest text message, so the numbers queen was yelling at me.
Well, apparently, perhaps somebody didn't want to scold you again. You're up to 884, just so you know.
I can't. I can't.
Of course, Ryan also said he enjoyed the Huggy Pull comment earlier, too.
Oh, hang on a minute. Let's see what we got here.
Well, guys, more bad news down here from Tech. Tyler Hector, winner, heat race number 5, 2 spots wheelbase, 2 spots. Tyler Hector in the 42. So more bad news, and then right now we're obviously looking over here, a couple of cars, and the tape measures are out, and nervous faces right now over here in Tech.
Hey, Mike, have you asked yourself yet here tonight, I wonder when I get to report good news?
Look, I'm a school teacher for my real job, so I'm used to giving bad news to people. So, good news occasionally, but more often than not, it's a parent call, it's bad news. So I'm kind of used to it.
Well trained. We appreciate that.
Thanks, guys. It looks like we're getting ready to come back to green here on this heat race event.
Yes, caution light's going to go off next time.
Mike's going to head home here tonight and check his own car for wheelbase just to make sure he doesn't get docked 2 spots leaving the Boone Speedway when it's all done.
I think everybody's going to go out with a tape measure and check their wheelbase.
Wheelbase and deck height, guys. Yes. Wheelbase and deck height. And my truck's got a pretty high deck height. I don't think I'm making it.
Mike, how do you get in your truck? Step ladder. All right, caution lights are off. We're going to get set to go back to the green flag.
There'll be a cop sitting on Highway 30 here at the end of the night saying, "Nope, son, you got to go back 2 cars here before you get to Ames."
Yes, and don't go south on the interstate because you can't. Working off at turn number 2 and down the back straightaway, Jonathan Logue to the top of the racetrack. He'll go to the race lead, followed by Camden Vincent. Watch Tyler Nared, the Dorchester, Nebraska racer, driving that 5T to the top and hustling on down.
Jonathan Logue in a sport mod here tonight, nearly lost the handle. Logue has never won the Harris Clash in a sport mod, and going to try it here tonight as we make our way here to the front straightaway. And Jerry, suddenly a great battle up front as Vincent in command going to 1 and 2.
Vincent's in command, but I tell you what, the one who's definitely in command's looking for the daily double, the 2-for-1 special. Tyler Nared, the Dorchester, Nebraska racer, going to go boom, bang, got him for the race lead.
To the back straightaway we go. Nared, boy, as you said, great run for the 5T. Shotgun on the field. Your new leader here on the back straightaway. Logue still on the bottom. We pick up Danny Conselman there along the inside of the F-18 on the front straightaway. And Jerry, I don't know if this battle up front is going to be done just yet, but Nared gets a great drive off the top of turn number 2. Going to try for the same situation here in the front straightaway. Nared rolling the outside right now, your race leader.
They'll work him on down into turn number 1 and 2. Past the gang from top and body in the VIP booth, and you betcha, Chad, tell Uncle Rod, get that old Honda Express tuned up. He'll make the features if he leaves Dub City now, as there's 2 to go here in heat race number 8.
Getting right down to the end of this one, Vincent and Logue still around the inside of the speedway. They sit 2nd and 3rd. Tyler Nared in the original start, firing off in the 8th starting position at Dorchester, Nebraska, picking up Logan Kelly's white flag. Nared from the tail to the top here on the back straightaway.
Yeah, going to get maximum passing points, but doesn't need to rely on those because He's going to get locked in by winning heat race number 8 down the boulevard. Going to be Tyler Nared, your race winner. Camden Vincent going second. Jonathan Loog, they're the number 3 spot.
Guess what time it is, Jerry?
I think it's going to be time for some modifieds.
Yes, your Weir's Machine and Racing Products IMC Modified. Heat race number 1 is going to have Todd shoot the 5 out of No Rock on the inside. Row number 1 on the outside will be Kelly Drury from Eldor, the 38C.
Go to row number 2 to the inside from Rockford, Iowa. It's Jerry Flippo in the 13 and Tristan Vesterby from Webster City in the 00.
Joel Rust, a past champion of this event, will fire off on the inside of the 3rd row from Grundy Center, the 26J. Alongside from Janesville, it is Colton Osborne, the 72.
Joel Rust won that exciting one on the last lap when Shryock and Abelson got together.
Yes.
Going to row number 4, he is trying to get his third modified championship. It is the 11X of Tom Berry Jr. out of Marshalltown. Into his outside, it's Blue Brown. That's David Brown from Kellogg, the 21D. And from Fargo, North Dakota, the 3S is Jesse Skalicki.
Skalicki, a past Northern SportMod Nationals champion up at the Boone Speedway a number of years ago. You know what amazed me?
What's that?
Todd Shute has not won this yet either. I kind of had forgotten about that. Sometimes you take for granted that, that success has found its way. But Todd Shute, another one, chasing his first Harris Clash championship, and he's going to lead the pack as we're going to turn number 1.
They'll work their way down to the east end of the racetrack. It's going to be Todd Shute in the RRP Race Graphics Hot Rod number 5. You see Colton Osborne around. A little bit of a tire tango down there. Look at Joel Rust. He'll come to the inside of Kelly Drury. Slides that 26J up, and here comes Tom Berry. He slides up in front of the 26J with the 11X. Tom Berry going to chase the bottom of the racetrack. Of course, Tom Berry, a Super Nationals champion, a 2-time Harris Clash champion, an IMCA Modified National champion, a very well-credited racer in that 11X. But Joel Rust, he ain't got all that titles, but man, what a whale of a driver he is behind the wheel of that 26J.
Another driver that's come to life lately has been Jerry Flippo, winning by nearly 5 seconds and dominating last Friday at the Hancock County Speedway up in Britt, Iowa. The 13 is on a run upstairs. Todd Shute a little better right now as we swing to the back straightaway. Shute, Flippo, Berry, Rust, the top 4, and Jesse Skalicki up into the top 5.
Oh, Jerry
the Fargo,
Flippo.
North Dakota racer, Tom Berry to the inside.
She's getting ultra thin up on the top of 3 and 4, and you saw Jerry Flippo jump the cush. That's going to let the 11X of Tom Berry Jr. He goes from a 7-2 run, a +5 right now, getting some great passing points in that 11X because he's going to need them if he's going to try to qualify out of a heat race because Todd Shute is G-O-N-E gone. Here comes Joel Rust again to the bottom.
The 26J of Joel Rust lost a ton of momentum off the bottom of turn number 2, puts her way upstairs here in turn number 4 to try and garner some more momentum, but I think Tom Berry Jr. may have been able to separate himself. And speaking of separation, Todd Shute the 5, not wanting to waste a pole position start, Jerry, continues to hammer the high side with 1 to go.
Down the front straightaway, Shute, followed by Berry, and then the 26J of Rust. Todd Shute going to motor that thing down the back straightaway. Into turn 3 and off of turn number 4. It's going to be Toddzilla to the win. TVJ coming second. Who's it going to be for third? Give it to Joel Rust, and not at the line.
That will conclude heat race number 1. Your Weir's Machine and Racing Products lineup for heat race number 2. We'll have RJ Merchant out of South Sioux City, Nebraska, the 77M on the inside, alongside from Nevada. That is Paul Nagel, the 05.
Going to row number 2, a former Super Nationals champion and the first ever champion out of California. That is Torrance native Cody Laney in the 5L, and to his outside out of Vernal, Utah, it is Tucker Hislop in the 18H.
Third row has one of our salute to veteran drivers, the 2-car of Nick Meyer out of Whittemore. On the outside, the 03 of Andy Tiernan from Madrid, Iowa.
Going to your final 3 starters, rolling off row number 4 to the inside is the 11 of Isaac Malakote from Boone. The 2B is Robert Moore from Maxwell. And starting 9th will be the 77. That, of course, is Jeff Eike from Cedar Falls, Iowa, the all-time wins leader in Super Nationals.
Hey,
Chad.
Hi, everybody.
I don't know what we're doing up
I'm
here.
not Jerry, by the way. He's over there.
Yeah, that's me, the goofy-looking one.
Appreciate everybody tuning in.
The guy's up front pointing.
They're like, it ain't me either.
He's like, hey, point at the dumb one. It's the
me.
guy on the left or the right or whatever. The guy on the west side.
Yeah,
Jeff
even
Ike,
you got confused.
Yes, with the most wins in Super Nationals history between modifieds and link models. Getting ready to do so from action from deep in the field. This one book ended by 77s with R.J. Merchant from Sioux City. But look at Paul Nagel. Oh my. Shot from a cannon off at turn number 2, and he'll take the race lead down the front straightaway.
Yeah, boy, that was a terrific launch out of turn number 2. Paul Nagel, early leader in this one as we count lap number 1. Where did Nick Meyer come from? He started 5th in this one, and suddenly the American Legion number 2 is to the top 2. Cody Laney upstairs, R.J. Merchant and Isaac Malico to the bottom, but Nick Meyer clawing his way to second as we go to 1 and 2.
If you have to ask me where Nick Meyer come from, don't you live in the same town that guy does?
I used to. A year and a half into living officially in Algona, Iowa.
Oh, my goodness. Big city liver here.
I used to be a Whittemoron, too.
I know you. Did you say Whittemoron? Down into turn number 2 you go. It will be the 2 of Nick Meyer. That must have been on your block.
Whittemorian?
I don't know, but I'm going to refer to the race for the lead right now. It's going to be between a pair of 5s, one with a 0 and one with a L. That's going to be Nagel and Laney down the front straightaway. Paul Nagel going to lead the brigade in the drive down into turn number 1. It will be Nagel. Now Cody Laney's going to soar to the bottom, Chad, and here we go. Isaac Malicote's coming. Watch that black 11 car.
He started 7th on the field, and he is blasting the cushion as well as Merchant. Suddenly some smoke here on the front straightaway in the 77. Cody Laney has caught the leader, but right now, boy, even though it looks like he's going to have a better run off the top of turn number 2, every time Nagel has been able to pull away here a bit. Laney to the inside here with 2 to go. Isaac Malicote to the big shot that time.
Isaac Malicote took a look up under the skirt of that 5L of Cody Laney as they'll work down the back straightaway. It'll be Paul Nagel, your race leader, Cody Laney, followed by Isaac Malicote up around the outside. White flag is waving. The Nevada, Iowa racer, leading the Torrance, California native, back there in the number 2 spot. Off with 2 and down the back straightaway. Laney knows he's got to get around him. They'll go to the inside. White Castles are coming. Can he get it done? Laney up the hill. Here comes Nagel down to the bottom. Off of turn 4. Wow, wow, wow. He gets him at the line. Paul Nagel by 49 one-thousandths of a second on a crossover after a White Castle served out of Cody Laney for second.
Boy, Nagel had to wait what seemed like an eternity to be able to cross him over, but still had plenty of momentum to capture the top spot. Here in Weir's Machine, heat race number 3 to be Luke Silber out of Levine, Arizona, the 101 on the inside. On the outside, Dave Finstead from Welcome, Minnesota, the 7D.
Going to row number 2 to the inside. It'll be the 4TW, a former Super Nationals champion from Mesa, Arizona, now calls from, well, it's called Harcourt home for quite some time. That's T-Dub Tim Ward. And to his outside from Bakersfield, now called Cedar Falls, Iowa home, it's TM3, Troy Morris III in the 07X.
Zachary Madrid now from Boone, the 5M on the inside. For number 3 on the outside to be Chris Abelson, the 1X from Sioux City.
Final 3 starters going to be Ethan Roby in the 7R machine. He's out of Ames, Iowa. To his outside, you'll see the 10C of Caden Carter out of Oskaloosa. And the 28R from Boone is Russ Dickerson. Thank you to Engine Pros for bringing you your IMCA Modified starting grids here on the broadcast.
Couple of past champions in this heat race. Tim Ward, the winner of the Clash in 2023. Caden Carter earning his in 2018. Chris Abelson, I thought he was on this list, of course. 2014, winning down at Knoxville in the 1X car. So 3 former Harris Clash champions in one heat race as Finstead, I thought, was nearly going to be alongside. There is Silber, a problem. Tim Ward says, fine, y'all want to mix it up that way? I'll take that any day of the week and twice on this Tuesday. Tim Ward ready to pounce, and will be your leaders. We go to 1.
Hurry to the front straightaway. Tim Ward, Troy Morris III. You got T-Dub and TM3, 1 and 2. Off of 2 and down the back straightaway. Luke Silber in the 101 car getting around Zach Madrid in the 5M machine. Roby and Finstead, a pair of 7s back there duking it out with a 1X machine of Abelson. Tim Ward solidifying that lead early in this one. Here on lap number 1, 2 down and 6 to go as they hurry the back straightaway.
Sometimes you just have to take care of your own house and find a way through. When Silver and others, including Finsta, had a problem, and look out, Madrid had to back onto the throttle that time. The 5 losing several spots that time. In turn number 4, as Silver off the top of turn number 2. It has been an adventure for the 101, and Jerry, don't look now. The top 2 is heating up. Here comes TM3 as we go to 1.
They'll hurry on down into turn number 1 and 2. It is going to be Troy Morris chasing down T-Dub. Off with 2 down the back straightaway. Then it is Ethan Roby down to the number 2 spot. Madrid's got a big run to the outside of Russ Dickerson, who started dead last in this one, is a 9-5 run right now as they hurry off at turn number 4 and down the front straightaway.
Getting right down to the end of this one, a pair of laps will be signified here on the front straightaway. A pair of laps remaining. It is Tim Ward, your leader. Troy Morris, the 3rd, in that 2nd spot. The 7 of Roby continues to knock down 3rd as Madrid had his toenails clipped that time. Chris Abelson now to the top 4 as we come to the white flag.
They'll scurry the front straightaway. It's going to be Tim Ward out there with a 1.3 second advantage over that the 07X machine of Troy Morris, the 3rd. They'll sail and bail on down into turn number 3 and 4. Moffitt Ford checkered flag out for T-Dub. TM3 going 2nd, and Ethan Roby, your top 3 for TW07X, your top 2.
Weir's Machine Racing Products bringing you heat race number 4 in your IMCA Modifieds. It'll be Scott Simonovich, the 43S.
Well, that is going to wrap up. And Chad, we said this will be our final Performance Bodies live looking. But before we go out of this one, let's go to Mike. He's got some news on the infield.
Yeah, more bad news for TBJ heat race number 1. 2 spots deck height. Doc, 2 spots for deck height. So that'll hurt TBJ in the 11.
Well, we're going to leave you with a bad news note from Performance Bodies and Parts. And thank you for the live look-ins, Performance Bodies and Parts. That's the last one. So if you want to join us the rest of the night, you got to tune in at IMCA TV right now. Thanks for being on the free look-ins.
It'll be Scott Simonovich, the 43S, and Wesley Wise at Perryville, Arkansas, the 7W, row number 1.
Go to row number 2. It's going to be Logan Bellows, the 43LV out of Kelowna, Illinois, and Josh Fisher, LaPorte City, Iowa, the 59.
Greg Elliott inside